Hey, good morning, church. Welcome to Steveo's Jackass Devos. Hey, that's not a cuss word. That's just another name for a donkey. And the donkey is the hero of today's story in the book of Numbers, Old Testament and Numbers. Hey, listen, this is our Shrek moment here at Steveo's Devos because Balaam is on his way at the behest of Balak, the king of Moab, to curse the Israelites. Well, that's absolutely the wrong thing to do. Now, God's going to let him do it, but God is not happy. And so the angel of the Lord is standing in the path of Balaam, ready to strike him down. Balaam cannot see the angel of the Lord. He is invisible to Balaam, but Balaam's donkey, his little friend, the donkey, sees the angel of the Lord in the danger, and 3 times he intervenes to save his life, the donkey's life, and his master's life, Balaam. He crushes him up against a wall, goes off the path, finally lays down underneath him, and each time Balaam is beating his little donkey. God gives the donkey the ability to talk. That's right. I love this story. It's one of my favorite stories in the Bible. Oh, but Steve, I have a problem with the talking donkey. No, you don't. Hey, we've already seen the snake in the garden, the talking snake in the Garden of Eden. God can do that, for heaven's sakes. We all love the movie Shrek. In any case, the donkey says to Balaam, "Why are you beating me? Am I not your faithful donkey? Have I ever done anything like this before?" In other words, the donkey has been a good friend and servant to Balaam his entire life. And Balaam even admits it. No, you've been a good little donkey. I don't know what's wrong with you right now. And then it is revealed to Balaam, and God opens his eyes so that he can see the danger that was before him and the course that he was taking in self-destruction, and that his little friend, the donkey, had saved his life. If the donkey would have lived, God told him, I would have let the donkey live. You're the one I would have killed. So I want to make an application from this. Proverbs 27:6 says, the wounds of a friend can be trusted much better than the flattery of an enemy. The wounds of a friend, what's that saying? If you or I have people in our lives whom we trust, have been good to us our whole lives, have got a great relationship, and they give us a little bit of constructive criticism, we ought to value that. We should welcome that. Now, just like everybody else, my first instinct, your first instinct is to get defensive and to push back. But listen, and maybe we should. And maybe the constructive criticism is not valid, but maybe it is. And we need to ask ourselves, is this not my faithful friend? Have we not had a relationship all of these years? It might be a spouse. It might be a family member. It might be a fellow church member. It might be a neighbor across the street. But when we get some criticism, we should sit down and listen to it, even if it's an enemy, even if it's not a trusted friend. But it's an enemy, and they're just always after us and always down, always critical. Listen to that criticism first before pushing back. See if there's any change that we can make in ourselves, and we will find the truth of that proverb, especially with our trusted friends, that the wounds of a friend, the constructive criticism of a friend, the input of a friend helps us to see our blind spots and to save us from a course of self-destruction that we just may be totally unaware of. That's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to listen up. Whenever criticism comes my way, I'm not going to take it personally. I'm just going to see, is there something here God is trying to tell me? How about you? All right, my jackass friends. Yeah. God loves you, and so do I.